This week on Warframe, Archon Nora has returned with her Amber Archon shard. Octavia is our overpowered frame. Boltor, Tysis, and Stug are our overpowered weapons for this week. Moving on, we have Spy as our first Archon Hunt mission. This should be really easy with a good squad. However, anyone that's struggling, I would recommend running a Site 09 or an Avara or even a Loki, just to get past some of those more pesky lasers and tripwires. Next up in the Archon Hunt, we have a Disruption. Again, this one's going to be fairly complicated without a good team. I'd imagine you'd really struggle if you're running this one solo. However, a really good frame that's got a lot of DPS is going to churn through the enemies. You're going to pick up keys quite quickly. Just need to watch out for those demolition units. Finally, we have our showdown with Nora. This one is going to be the same as every week. If you're struggling with it, let me know. I'll drop a guide on the channel just to help you through the Nora fight, as I know some people do struggle with Nora. Moving on to Nora and Nightwave this week. Our challenges are: I decree, collect 15 decrees in a single Duviri session or run of the circuit. This one should be really quick and easy, running the full Duviri experience. A couple of side quests on top of the main story will get this one done. Anyone that's played the full Duviri experience will know how quite quick and easy this one is going to be. Next, we have Test Subject. Complete 8 zones of Sanctuary Onslaught. If you don't know how to get to Sanctuary Onslaught, head over to your navigation unit. And up here in the Syndicates tab, we have Sanctuary Onslaught and Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. These are basically just survival missions. You just have to survive the allotted amount of time before moving on to the next area of the mission. Our next challenge, Cold Steel. It's our first Elite Weekly, killing 1,000 enemies on the Steel Path. This one is going to be really challenging for a significant proportion of the player base. If you've got a good Steel Path setup, this one should be quick and easy, but if you don't, you are going to struggle. Next Elite Weekly is to kill 100 Eximus units. And this is the Eximus Executioner Challenge. Just playing the game naturally over the course of the week, I think you should get this one done without struggling much at all. Then on to our permanent weeklies, we have Eximus Eliminator, which is 30 Eximus units. Again, nice and easy. Mission complete, 15 missions completion, and Warning Shot, defeating 500 enemies. All of these you will get done just playing naturally over the course of a week. If you're playing half an hour to an hour a day, they should all just drop off quite quickly and easily. So if you haven't noticed, Nora is ending on Thursday this week, so you have 3 and a bit days left to pick up any rewards from her or complete any of these challenges just to unlock as much as possible from Nightwave Volume 7. We'll move on to the rewards now. Our Nightwave cred offerings for the week. We have an Atlas helmet. We have 2 Atlas helmets, 2 Chroma helmets, a Deadeye mod, Energy Siphon, Equinox Sliss Turret, Helm Blueprint. This is one of my favourite Equinox helmets. I think it looks really good. Falcor Shock Camo Skin, not one for me. Tetra Blueprint, Tetra Mod. Frost School Helmet Blueprint, Fullmin Solstice Skin Blueprint, Garuda Bat-Free Helmet Blueprint, Glassmaker Emblem, Glassmaker Ornament, Gram Solstice Skin, a few more helmets for Hildron, Gyra Harrow. We've got the Heat Dagger Blueprint and the Hex Camo Blueprint, Inaris Canoptic Helmet Blueprint, 10,000 Kuva, Lavos Cordial Helmet Blueprint, Limbo Magrite Helmet Blueprint, Loki Swindle Helmet Blueprint, Mag Coil Helmet Blueprint, Mag Gauss Helmet Blueprint. This one's a bit of a weird one for Mag. If you like it, you can pick it up. It's not personally one for me. Neza Jinza Helmet Blueprint, Nihil's Obelet, 5 Nitane Extract, a Nora Stencil for your personal quarters in Orbiter, a Nova Helmet, another Nova Helmet, and a third Nova Helmet for this week, an Octavia Condenser Helmet Blueprint, our weekly Orokin Catalyst and Reactor, a Pistol Scavenger Aura, Precision Strike for the Tonkor, Ember Augment for Purifying Flames, Saturn 6 Ornament, and a Saturn 6 Emblem, Revenant Höllvania Helmet Blueprint, Recharge Barrier Augment for Volk, a Range Advantage mod for the Akjagara, Shotgun Scavenger Aura, Viper Skull Shots, Steinach's Jurassic Helmet Blueprint, Tonkor Desert Camo Skin Blueprint, a Trinity Aura Helmet Blueprint, Grakata Wild Frenzy mod, our weekly Vauban Systems Blueprints. So we have our Systems, our Neuroptic, and our Chassis, and our Vauban Esprit Helmet Blueprint. Finally, we have our Wolf Beacon. I would recommend picking one of these up. If you've never picked one up, it gives you a chance at some of the components for the Wolf Sledge melee weapon. Wolf Sledge melee weapon is one of my favourite melee weapons to use. Let's just check what I'd recommend now. I'd recommend picking up this Wild Frenzy for the Grakaka. I'd also recommend picking up Skull Shots for the Viper. Both are very good mods for their weapons respectively. The Recharge Barrier for Volt is also pretty useful, and Purifying Flames for Ember is incredible. If you haven't maxed out the Heat Dagger yet and got your mastery rank from that, I'd grab it. Focused Acceleration for the Tetra. The Tetra is not a weapon I really enjoy using. However, if it's something you do, I would recommend picking it up. On our way over to Höllvania now. We are in autumn, so it's our final month before a New Year reset. Our first challenge is to defeat 250 Skuldra troops. This one could take a little while for some of you. However, I would recommend just running a solo exterminate or solo survival. You're going to get this one done really quickly and quite easily. Our first overrides, a 10% ability range for 10 seconds, 250 armor or 25 gas status chance to primary and secondary weapons. Personally, I'm going to be taking this Eleanor one, although the Quincy one is quite useful, but that 250 armor bonus is going to be huge. Our first rewards for the month, we have an Emerald Archon Shard and an Excellent Weapon Adapter. That Emerald Archon Shard for me is going to be ideal. I need one more to get my Tau Forged for my Sarin. Next we have defeat 10 Eximus units. This one is going to be done just easily playing through naturally. And then our rewards for that, we have a secondary weapon adapter and an arcane enhancement. It's personal preference here which one you pick. You can go either way really. I think I'll be taking the arcane adapter as I am running low on secondary ones. Kill 300 troops with abilities. This one again, like the first challenge, which was 200 I think. This one should be quick and easy running on a solo exterminate or solo survival. Any frame with an exalted weapon is going to get this one done. Just super easy. I can see an Excalibur or Sight churning through quite quickly. Then we have Eleanor on Arthur's birthday for some quick and easy friendship rankings with them, if you haven't maxed them out yet or you're looking for that New Year's romance. And then our overrides, we have powered shields from Letty, so energy orbs also give you an extra 100 shield and overshield. Arthur Slice and Dice melee slide attack, increased slide attack critical chance and speed. And then Dynamo Jump, landing from a bullet jump, gain 50% electrical damage. I'll be personally taking this Letty one. That extra 100 shield and overshield is going to go a long way. Then we move on to our next rewards. We have a Former Blueprint and an Arcane Enhancement. Both of these, it's going to go either way. It's personal preference whether you want that Former Blueprint or whether you want that Arcane. I've got plenty of Former Blueprints, so I will personally be taking this Arcane Adapter. Our next challenge, defeat 300 Tech Rot with melee weapons. A good melee weapon build will churn through this one quite quickly. Again, solo exterminate, solo survival if you are struggling or it's taking too long. If you need a good melee build, drop a comment below and I will publish a good melee build for everyone to use. Our rewards for this, we have some Kuva and a pre-built Former. So if you didn't want to take that Former Blueprint earlier, but you want a Former, I recommend this one. 6,000 Kuva, one pre-built Former. I've been going through quite a bit of Kuva recently, trying to get some good ribbon rolls, so I'll probably be taking the Kuva here personally, but the former as well would be quite useful, so I'll see when I get to that what I need. Next, our third birthday for the month, we have one for Quincy. Again, some quick friendship ranking if you want that romance at the end of the year with Quincy. Second to last challenge, defeat 1000 Tech Rot. Again, this one's going to take a little while. 1000 is quite a large amount of units. Running this on a solo survivor exterminate is still going to take a while. So it's up to you how you progress with that one. Rewarding from that, we have 6000 Endo or another Arcane Adapter. I'm going to be taking the Endo here. That's going to be hugely helpful in powering up some of the galvanized mods that I want to be using for some of the weapons I've just unlocked. Starve the Beast is our final challenge to destroy 300 containers. Anyone with a loot radar or a companion that's got a loot radar, it's going to be super quick and easy, but again, it's still not going to be fun. Final reward, we have 3-day affinity booster or an Oricon reactor blueprint. I'm going to personally be taking that affinity booster, trying to push my mastery rank all the way through to 30 before the end of this year. I want to get that mastery rank just done and out the way, hopefully even enter the legendary ranks. In our final override, we have an Arthur, a Quincy, and an Eleanor. Arthur's offering 25% melee attack speed. Quincy is offering about 1.5 meters of punch through. And Eleanor is offering 250% damage for companions and spectres. Every time this one comes up, I'm going to be taking it. That's huge with a good Panzerverläufer build. Absolutely incredible. And that damage goes a really long way. That is everything for Höllvania for the month. Heading on over to Bird 3, we have a Crimson Archon shard this week. If you missed out on a Crimson Archon shard last week and need one, and you're at rank 5 in your standing, pick this one up. It's going to help you out, hopefully. And then this is your reminder that Netra Cells and Deep Archimedia have reset. Go run those, grab any rewards you can, extra Archon shards, Exilus adapters, Endo, Affinity. I haven't unlocked Deep Archimedia yet, so I'm not going to be able to show you the rotation, unfortunately. However, it is on my list to run through. I've been making some progress this week. Over to the circuit, our Warframes for the week, Necros, Valkyrie, and Oberon. Oberon out of these three is the most challenging to unlock. If you haven't unlocked it yet, I would recommend trying to grab it here. Valkyrie is unlocked from defeating Alad V. This one is a really quick and easy frame to acquire. There's no complicated mechanics in that boss fight. You should be able to get it done really easily. If you haven't unlocked a Valkyrie or you want a spare for your helmet, just do the boss fight. Necros, we picked this one up at Deimos defeating Lephantis. Lephantis is a really good boss to run if you want some Oricon cells, so I wouldn't recommend taking Necros here. It's really easy to get outside of the circuit. Next, our Steel Path circuit rewards. We have a Bratton Incarnate Genesis. We have a Leto Incarnate Genesis. Skarna Incarnate Genesis. Paris Incarnate Genesis. And Kunai Incarnate Genesis. So that there is 5 of the starter weapons. So at some point everyone's probably used all of these weapons, or definitely used at least 2 of them, I would say, from this list. The Bratton Incarnate Genesis here is actually really good. I would recommend running it through if you haven't got one. Now we'll check in on Acrifis and see what she brings with us for the week. We have a companion weapon ribbon mod, 5,000 Kuva, Exilus weapon adapter, shotgun ribbon mod, and a former blueprint. If you don't have any of these, I would personally recommend that companion weapon mod. Heading on over to Teshin, we have our Veiled Riven Cipher returning and our Zor Ribbon mod. I would recommend this Zor Ribbon mod if you haven't got one, just because some of the Zors are quite powerful with them. Just a reminder that Lavos Prime access begins next week on the 12th. It means you've got only 9 days left to pick up a Jatu Prime should you need one. Tech Rock Encore launches in March, and that has been announced. So that is the Tech Rock follow-up to the Sisters Parvos and Kuva Liches. So I'm excited to see what weapons they bring with them. As I mentioned, Nora ends on the 6th, 6th being Thursday. So if you haven't completed your Nora's Nightwave, get that done sooner rather than later. And finally, Rhino Heirloom also arrives on the 6th of February. We're going to bring with us another Heirloom and another Sigma. Just a quick reminder, Barrow is due to arrive this week as well. I'll be back on Friday with a rundown of everything he brings with him. Thanks for watching. That covers everything there is this week in Warframe. If this video has been helpful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If there's anything you'd like to see me produce, drop a comment below and I'll get to it as soon as possible. If you have any questions, also drop a comment below and I'll reply to you as soon as I've seen the comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.